Celtics update. Wednesday night, February 26, 2014. The Boston Celtics take a win out of the Hawks after a tough road trip. After a tough loss against the Utah Jazz Monday night in Salt Lake City, the Boston Celtics returned back to the friendly confines of TD Garden after a 0-for-5 road trip as they host the Atlanta Hawks this evening at the TD Garden. And the Atlanta Hawks got off to a fine start at 15-4-1, but then the Celtics kept crawling back and cutting in the lead. And in the first quarter, the Celtics trailed the Atlanta Hawks 27-25 through one quarter. And then
stay on top of your credit and make sure things look.
The Celtics started to continue to improve their game as they continue to get good looks on D and offense. And now that halftime break, the Celtics lead the Atlanta Hawks 58-56 at halftime here. And then in the third quarter, the Celtics and Hawks kept on battling it out and kept on hanging in there, and the Celtics lead it 79.
Teammates turn to foes as Matt Duchene of the Avalanche hosts the LA Kings.
Lead it 81-79 through three quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, the Celtics and the Hawks kept on battling, and the Hawks kept hanging in there, but the Celtics had an answer as the Celtics played their hearts out in the fourth quarter, and they kept the distance from the Atlanta Hawks as they defeat the Atlanta Hawks at the TD Garden. With great offense and great defense, the final score of the Boston Celtics defeat the Atlanta Hawks 115-104. Jared Bayless, high point man for the Celtics, with 29 points for the Celtics, while Jeff Teague had 26 points in the loss for the Atlanta Hawks. Next up for the Boston Celtics will be at the TD Garden Saturday night at 8 o'clock for a date with the Indiana Pacers. Should be a good game. Okay, other scores in the NBA. Orlando Magic defeated the Philadelphia 76ers 101-90. Nick Vucevic 21 points. Through three quarters in Chi-Town, the Chicago Bulls leading the Golden State Warriors 80-59. Cameron Butler 16 points for the Bulls there. Three quarters with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter down in Big D. Dallas Mavericks leading the New Orleans Pelicans 78-65. Dirk Nowitzki 16 points for the Mavericks. In Memphis, the Memphis Grizzlies leading the Los Angeles Lakers 89-78. With 9:34 going in the fourth quarter, Oklahoma City Thunder leading the Cleveland Cavaliers 81-79. Kevin Durant 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists so far. With 10:23 in the third quarter, Detroit Pistons and San Antonio Spurs tied at 59 apiece. And with 2:33 left in the second quarter, Utah Jazz leading the Phoenix Suns 44-41, and with 2:33 in the second quarter. And the Portland Trailblazers and the Brooklyn Nets will get underway in 5 minutes in Portland, and 35 minutes the Los Angeles Clippers and the Houston Rockets will get underway in LA. How about those Celtics? Bounce back after a long road trip and a tough one, and they get a victory at home against Hawks. How about those Celtics?